week 34 marks the season 2 finale. I am so far behind and I apologize for that. It was interesting. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect with the season finale. And it definitely wasn't what I expected, but it did not disappoint either. I wanted there to be some big fight between Alexis and Crystal again because that was my favorite scene of the series so far, and that did not happen. However, several things did happen and it was wonderful. The least important thing is Jeff and Fallon kind of get back together, and it's like a non-issue. It's boring, basically. Let me just say one thing. I've never understood people that say, "Oh, I just skipped those scenes because they bored me" in TV series. I know this about other TV shows that I watched religiously while they were actually on air, and there were people at the time that would say, "Oh, this character bored me to tears, so I always skip their scenes." I said, "What? How can you do that?" So if I say something's boring, I promise you, I still watching it, promise. So anyways, what else happened? Alexis is preparing her marriage to Cecil Colby. We don't see Steven at all, which was, that's to be expected based off of the way that happened last episode. So it's just, it is what it is, essentially. And then, the whole thing with Dr. Toscani and Blake really blows out of proportion because it's revealed that Blake was actually in the country when Dr. Toscani's brother was killed. And so he's not too happy about that. So he goes up to beat up Blake, and he's attempting to kill Blake, and Blake's up on a mountain with his horse, and Blake falls off on a cliff. And Nick just leaves him for dead and lies to Crystal's face about that. I remember that scene very vividly because Nick is such a douche. And the very final montage of sequences of multiple cliffhangers are all happening at once. My personal favorite was when Alexis is in bed with Cecil. They are making love, and Cecil has a heart attack in the middle of their time together. I literally burst out laughing at the sheer shock of the situation. I couldn't believe they got away with that. I was so blown away that I couldn't stop laughing at that situation. And I'm dying to know, is Cecil Colby in season 3? I honestly don't know. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Then we have the baby gets kidnapped. And we're not exactly sure who did it. There's multiple people. It could be Dr. Toscani. They've pointed the fingers at that new nurse. There's just several avenues of who could it be who kidnapped this baby. And the final shot that we have is of Blake lying unconscious after he was beaten to a pulp and fell down a cliff. What a way to end a season. Wow. And even like as I'm describing this, I can vividly recall this episode. It literally has been months since I've seen this episode. This is how strong this season finale is. If I can like visually recall almost the entire episode, that is a great sign of a great episode. And this was a great episode. So, the ultimate question is, we know, just from what I've said, right now, if you trust my opinions, this was a great season finale. Am I looking forward to season 3? Yes, absolutely. And there will be another video later on tonight where I go over season 2 as a whole and my predictions for season 3. Because season 3, my friends, it starts tomorrow. I'm so excited, so psyched about this. So I hope you return with me later on this week when I enter into the 3rd season of my time with the Carringtons in their lovely little mansion in Denver.